know there's a $50 charge because she took the DTE, paid her $50 for my refrigerator, and she took it. So I want that.
Lord Jesus.
I didn't take anything.
I'm not.
Right from the start, this courtroom is packed with adjournments, missing discovery, and multiple defendants cycling through fast. But don't get comfortable. One case is about to shift everything dramatically. Pay close attention because a critical plea decision is coming. Subscribe now for more intense, real courtroom breakdowns you don't want to miss.
14A District Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson presiding. I didn't get my name. All right. Court does call the case of Lori Anderson versus Armani Lyman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. State your appearance, sir.
May it please the court, Keith Nathanson, P41633, appearing on behalf of, in place of Sam Jarbo, for the plaintiff, Lori Anderson, who's also present and participating via Zoom this morning.
Armani Lyman,
I'm here.
where are you? I'm sorry, I'm not picking you up.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, there you are. I do need a camera. All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
This is for past due rent, current rent owing on this matter, including utilities and late fees, is $11,398.12.
All right, Ms. Lyman, do you agree with that, and how are you going to get that paid?
No, I don't agree with that, but I did turn the rent into the court this morning.
You did what? I'm sorry?
Turn the rent into court this morning. The 66.
You paid something into the court?
Yes, this morning.
How much did you pay?
6,600.
Do we?
This case, I have to check.
We don't have it under this case?
Oh, correct.
Why would it? Well, what were you checking? What time did you pay that?
Not that long ago.
Yeah, where did you pay it? At 14-1?
Yeah, I paid it up. Yeah, this one.
Okay. My court.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see it?
Yeah, I don't see it.
They would have had to receipt it in.
Yeah.
Can we communicate with somebody up there to see if they just haven't entered it?
Mark, I'm online with the court. If they call me, can you?
Really? All right. So, so I'm just trying to figure out how this gets to 11,000. Counsel, because the complaint that's filed indicates that there's 6,600 owing as of the beginning of February.
So
obviously March would then click in, and I get that.
So that would get us to 9,900. And then in addition, there are two water bills, one from 9/1 of 2025 for 463.16, a water bill from 12/1 of 2025 for 484.96. There's late fees in the amount of $150 for January, February, and March. of 150 each, so that would total 450 for each. There's a service charge pursuant to lease of $50 on January 19th. And then the DT reimbursement,
What's the service charge?
according to the lease. Ms. Anderson, what's the $50 service charge for?
Yeah, according to the lease, the $50 charge for the refrigerator service that was done, stated in lease. And also there's a $50 charge because she took the DTE, paid her $50 for my refrigerator and she took it. So I want
Oh,
that.
Lord Jesus.
I
All
didn't
right,
take
look,
anything.
I'm not gonna, no, like, I've been through this with you two before, and I'm not gonna get into all of these nickel and dime things, because I'm gonna need to see a ledger, and I'm gonna need the reliance on what provision in the lease you're relying upon to charge whatever's being charged. I get the charges that council's indicating for the water bills. Those water, council, I don't know if you have something in front of you regarding those water bills. Are those from the township or from Yucca?
I only have just the ledger from my client, so I don't have a copy of the actual invoices themselves.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm gonna need those because I want to know. And it's only because we ran into this whole issue with the water bill the last time, and I just want to see them. Miss, I don't want to hear from you. So what I'm gonna do? Did we see it?
I talked to
Around this moment, the judge calls out courtroom procedure, highlighting how even attorneys can get critical steps wrong. That's huge, because proper arraignment order directly impacts a defendant's rights. It's a rare, behind-the-scenes look at legal accuracy. Do you think mistakes like this should affect a case outcome?
there are no receipts that any clerk can keep.
We don't, Ms. Lyman, we're not showing your payment today.
I sent someone to do it for me.
Oh, so you didn't come up. Somebody's supposed to come up. We don't have a payment.
Okay.
So here's what I'm gonna do, folks. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week, March 13th, 2026. What time? 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. Everybody needs to come down. I want to see the ledger and I want to see justification for any charges outside of the $3,300. And then we can figure out what I'm going to do from there. All right?
I'll make sure we have a copy of the lease, a copy of the ledger, a copy of the water bills, and a copy of any of the other charges that exist.
All right. Thank you, Counsel.
Okay, thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. Okay, have a good
Thank
day.
you, folks. You do the same.
Thank you.
Barnes and Barnes versus Gustavo Panzo.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Not checked in.
Gustavo Panzo, not checked in. If you want to take a default, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
I've got past due rent, Your Honor, in the amount of $3,065, costs for $250, for a total of $3,315.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Lakestone Apartments versus Amanda Hablin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, Pete, 1931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Amanda Hamlin, they are not checked in. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead.
Can I speak? This is the community manager.
Well, you are, so I guess so.
Amanda Hamlin is hospitalized. We did have Ann Arbor to pay $1,400 for her, so she has a balance of $623.96 for March rent.
Your Honor, if we could get a brief adjournment, given the defendant's unavailable.
I'll adjourn this matter to March 13th, 2026. 3 p.m. Thank you. Court calls the case of Lakestone Apartments versus Lila Cochran.
Attorney Samantha Sprague, Pete, 1931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Cochran, not checked in. You may proceed, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, we would respectfully request a default judgment. We do feel that currently there is past due rent in the amount of $54.64, as well as court costs in the amount of $232.80, for a total due and owing of $1,287.44.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Lakestone Apartments versus Kimberly Warren.
Attorney Samantha Sprague, Pete, 1931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Warren? Oh,
Yes, Judge Simpson, I'm
okay,
here.
there you are. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Yes, Your Honor, we do show that currently there is past due rent in the amount of $4,815.89, with court costs the amount of $252.80, for a total due and owing of $5,068.69.
All right. Ms. Warren, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm gonna try and reach out. I just got an email from the community manager, Ms. Feaster. She said that she may have another agency that could help me.
Now, this is intense. The judge is practically offering a clean exit with full credit for time served, yet the defendant hesitates. That hesitation could cost everything. The judge even warns she might be blowing it. Is this confusion or a risky gamble? Moments like this define whether cases end smoothly or spiral.
And I'm doing the best that I can to try and come up with the money, but it's just
Okay,
really
I
short.
gotcha. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you, have you contacted Hawk or SOS?
No, last time I contacted Hawk, we were way over the income limit.
Okay, so you were over the income limit at that time.
Yes, but I did
Okay.
just get a payment yesterday from the Ann Arbor Housing for last month's rent.
Yes, they paid $2,999.68.
Ma'am, hold on a second. So has that been communicated to your attorney? Because I don't know where these figures, I
I
mean,
did. I tried to have the cases dismissed, but the cases weren't dismissed because they owed March rent.
Your Honor,
right.
if I may
So,
briefly speak with my client, my apologies for the interruption.
yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. If there was a payment made and this is not the figure, counsel, I'm just gonna adjourn this out 1 week and,
Thank you.
okay, Ms. Warren, I'm gonna adjourn you out to the 13th, 2026 at what time? Huh? At 3 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll have the figures. We'll figure out what you're gonna be able to do and how we can get this done, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Lakestone Apartments versus Raven Hinton.
Attorney Samantha Sprague, Pete, 1931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Camera.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, there she is. You got her iPhone one. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Currently, we show that there is a past due balance of $1,587.25, with court costs of $252.80, for a total due and owing of $1,840.05.
All right, Ms. Hinton, how
I
are you
paid
intending
my
on
rent
getting
this
that
morning.
paid?
I paid it
I'm
this
sorry?
morning. I paid $17.17 this morning.
Your Honor, if I could get a brief moment to check, or if we could just do the 1 week adjournment, and I'll confirm with my client that payment has.
All right. So you think you paid this morning, ma'am?
Yeah, and then I
Okay,
have to
so-
work, so I don't. She said it was
Okay,
going to be dismissed today.
Ms. Hinton, hang on, okay? Let's do this because if you paid this morning, then the number I have is not going to be the correct number, but let's do this. I'm going to adjourn it to the 13th, 2026 at what time again? At 3 p.m. Okay?
Okay,
And let them get the books reconciled. What I'm going to suggest you do, that's an in-person hearing, but why don't you contact plaintiff counsel's office, all right, and see exactly where you are. And if you paid 1717, then you're about 120 some odd off. So maybe you can get that paid before then, and this case can be dismissed.
okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it that way. All
Okay.
right. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Take care. North Point Bank versus Maurice Warner.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mo-
And oh, hang on a second, counsel. I'm sorry, that's my fault. And Marianne McVoy and all other occupants. Go ahead, counsel.
I apologize, Your Honor. Morella Albu for the plaintiff.
Stop smoking. So I took her video.
Okay, I got you. All right, there's a Nancy Warner. Are you on this case, ma'am? Nancy Warner?
I
Yes,
believe
I'm
she is
here.
here.
Yes, I'm
All
here.
right,
You're
are you on this case?
on the paperwork I received. I'm considered the all other occupants.
So that'd be a yes. Okay. This is a termination of tenancy, counsel. What's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, we are seeking possession following a mortgage foreclosure.
All right. Ms. Warner, what's your position on that?
Your Honor, my husband passed away 12/23/23. We were married 2017. I thought that I would be able to take over as surviving spouse. I worked with North Point Bank, Washtenaw County Probate Court. I received the document, personal representative of informal estate.
It all wraps with the judge granting a fully credited sentence, meaning the defendant walks away without additional jail time after pleading guilty. Charges reduced, case closed, and consequences minimized. A powerful example of timing and legal strategy. Like, comment, and subscribe for more real, high-stakes courtroom drama and analysis.